You can live it. You know, this ain't nothing without it. Don't let them keep you down. Oh, we're good. Okay. Welcome to episode 43 of the Old Kids Podcast. Today, I wanted to discuss Tiny Desk performances, man. This is something I love. I enjoy Tiny Desk performances. And if you guys don't know what Tiny Desk performances is, they're basically little office performances that artists go to, like, I think they're hosted by NPR Music or something like that. And the artists go and they basically perform in front of like a group of people, and it's like in an office type of setting. Or they do now with the whole pandemic and stuff, they did like a home version, which I actually really enjoyed because I'll get into it later on. But yeah, definitely check out Tiny Desk performances. There's like plenty of artists. There's not just rap and hip hop. There's like plenty. So definitely check that out. But I wanted to talk today about my top 5 performances, my top 5 Tiny Desk performances. And these are in order, actually. So these are like from the best to like, not the worst, but like they're in order. You know what I'm saying? Like my top 5. There you go. So number 1, we have Mac Miller, bro. That one, I watch it still to this day. Sometimes I don't even listen to the album. I just go straight to the Tiny Desk performance and watch it. I don't know. There's just something about just that performance that just sticks with me all the time. Every time I listen to it. And just the fact, too, he had Thundercat on there with the shaker. And it was just like, you know what it felt like? It felt like Mac Miller was like really, like he felt really anxious, but it felt like Thundercat was there as his friend, keeping him, you know what I'm saying? Like calming him down. Because they were just laughing together. And then at one point, Mac Miller couldn't even sing. He just like kept laughing. So it was nice to see. And then it was like a really chill performance. I like what he performed, What's the Use? He performed Small World. Man, Mac Miller got some hits too, by the way. But yeah, something about that performance is just, I love it so much. There's just like, it brings like a ease. It brings like it calms people down. It calms me down, really. When I listen to it, I'm just chilling and stuff, listening to it. It just feels good. It feels good. So I have to put that at the number 1 spot. Mac Miller's definitely at the number 1 spot on the Tiny Desk performances. And the next one we have on here, number 2, is Anderson .Paak and the Free Nationals. Bro, just the fact that Anderson .Paak could play the drums and sing at the same time is crazy to me. Like he's really right there singing and doesn't like miss a line, doesn't miss a bar or whatever you call it, doesn't miss a drum. He does not miss anything. And I like the fact that he brought the Free Nationals. I also think the Free Nationals brought him as well. So he has basically 2 performances, kind of, because the Free Nationals brought him on their performance. But I like the Anderson .Paak, like, I like his episode, I guess you could say. Just him and stuff, like singing his songs. Because, this is what I think personally. The, what's that? Heart Don't Stand a Chance. That shit sounds way better in the Tiny Desk than it does like on the album. Now, that doesn't mean it sounds bad on the album. It just means I enjoyed it more on the Tiny Desk performance. There's just something about it, like where he like the drum. I don't know, the way he plays the drums is just sick. So I definitely enjoyed the Anderson .Paak one for sure. And he played Come Down, which is such a fire track as well. And I just love that performance, man. Anderson .Paak is super talented. I loved everything about that performance. It was just so good. It had me drawn in the whole time. It was very entertaining. See him play the drums and sing. I'm telling you, I'm just going to keep rambling about that because that was like so dope to me. And that's Eminem's drummer, bro. So put some respect on Anderson .Paak. That's Eminem's drummer. For real. Yeah, so the next one we have on here is Mr. Tyler, the Creator. Mr. Igor. Mr. Flower Boy, Mr. Wolf Haley. We have Tyler, the Creator, next on the list. And the reason I put Tyler, the Creator on here is because this is going off performance-wise. So, and it might be a little biased because, I like these artists. But the reason I put Tyler, the Creator on here is because, like, so the lighting was so different on this episode for some reason of the Tiny Desk performance. It was, like, pink, which I felt like fit Tyler. But it would, yeah, it was pink and I felt like it fit Tyler. I also like how Tyler put the shine not just on him, but he put it on like the his band, and he doesn't perform with bands, and he even said it in the episode. He's like, yo, I don't perform with bands. I thought this was gonna suck, but I really do think these guys are dope, and I love them. Like, they're good as fuck at what they do. So it was dope to see him put some light on, like, or shine some light on the people that helped him perform with that performance, like the band, the girls that were singing the background vocals and stuff, the girls that were singing for See You Again. He put a lot of light on all of them, so it was nice to see. Made everybody introduce themselves, and he was like really vibing. He was just like snapping. He had like he was what is it? What do you call it? He was associating with just communicating with the crowd well too. It just seemed like he was like vibing with the crowd. He was like looking around and bobbing his head, which I feel like like there's something underrated about, like, when you bob your head and someone else is bobbing it with you, just vibing with them. It's some type of feeling that you get with it. You feel like a strong ass connection. So that's why I really did enjoy this performance. And the songs he chose to perform, they were more slower songs. Obviously, he didn't perform like what's that track again? The Schoolboy Q one, or I hope you guys don't hear that because there's people arguing outside. Tyler, yeah, okay. Back to my point. Tyler didn't perform like songs like what's the song on Cherry Bomb? Buffalo. He didn't perform songs like Buffalo. It was more slower. It was like Boredom, See You Again, and like I think he performed Glitter. I want to say he performed Glitter, maybe Garden Shed, but yeah, it definitely a top 5 performance, a top 5 Tiny Desk performance of all time. I feel like so far, because probably new ones coming. Then we have the next one, number 4, is going to be Sampha. Sampha? The reason I put Sampha on here is because, one, we don't get much from Sampha. Like, we don't get, like, he never posts. He's more like introvert, I guess, and he's just more. Is it introvert? Yeah, he's more introvert. So we don't get much from Sampha. And just the fact that he was just playing the piano so smoothly, he didn't miss the note as well. And then his singing, man, he was into the music. This is why I love that performance so much. Sampha was so into the music. Like when he performed No One Knows Me Like the Piano, when he performed Plastic, he was just so into it. You could see it in his eyes. He was like feeling the music. It felt like it was so much effort into making that performance good. So I really did appreciate and enjoy that when listening. And it gives me something as well when I listen to that performance, like through again, like fully through. It really makes me feel good just listening to Sampha's voice. Such a beautiful voice. If you don't know who he is, he actually did the voice on Too Much. He's featured on Too Much by Drake off of Nothing Was the Same. So check him out. But check that performance out. That performance is amazing. Then the last one we have on here, number 5, Young Thug. I know what you're saying, Young Thug. Like, why? There's so many artists, but yo, I'm talking performance wise, and Young Thug is definitely gotta be up there, dude. He was like the scenery he was in. If you haven't seen that Young Thug Tiny Desk performance, the scenery he was in, like wherever he was, what was it, Italy on a boat? He said that or something like that, or people on a boat crossing by. But wherever he was, it felt amazing just to see it. It felt like I was there. It was like crazy. I was like, yo, this scenery is insane. And then the matching outfits, he had the Spider Worldwide, the pink ones, and then even the drummer had it. And then who else? The guitar player, who actually did a really good job, and the drummer, who did a really good job as well. And this is the first time I heard Droppin' Jewels, which is my favorite song on the album, his most recent album. So yeah, that's definitely got to be up there. Top 5 performance. Man, something about just where he was at, just him kind of singing with the Droppin' Jewels track, and like switching it over to Hate the Game, and yeah, it was such a dope performance, man. I really did enjoy that one. So yeah, and I also have some honorable mentions, just some of other ones of my favorites, because I really wanted to put like so many people on the top 5, but it was so hard to choose. Like we got Masego, Alicia Keys, who also did really good with like having the audience like perform with her. I guess you could say they all came together and stuff and started singing with her, which is amazing. Ari Lennox, who has such a beautiful voice. The Internet, Sid, amazing. Big Baby Dram, who did really good for a lot of people hate on his voice, but he's really good at singing. He has a pretty nice voice. Janae Aiko's performance, Amine's I really wanted to put on there, but I just have to put these over. But Amine's was fire. Saba's was amazing as well. I listened to Saba's here and then, and just the trumpet player. I think what song was he playing? Sirens on Busy, yeah, Busy and Sirens. When the trumpet player played the little Sirens on the way, and then he hit that little doo doo doo. That was amazing to me, man. I always remember that because that was it was just a golden moment in that performance. So, and then we have Erykah Badu. It's crazy that still through all these years, it just sounds like all the same, like the way her voice is, and just she really probably takes care of her voice because it always sounds the same, like beautiful. It sounds amazing. I feel like the only reason I didn't put these up there was probably because like Alicia Keys didn't perform You Don't Know My Name or none of that, and Erykah Badu didn't perform On and On or Didn't You Know, and I wish she performed like all those. So yeah, but overall, there's definitely way more performances I have like in my head, but there's so many Tiny Desk performances that like I couldn't choose, and I don't want to have to mention like all of them and have like a 50 list and shit. So yeah, let me know your favorite Tiny Desk performances. If you've never seen a Tiny Desk performance, check them out, man. They're crazy. They're dope. They're just like they're super chill. They're super laid back. So it's like basically like 1/4 of it, not even a quarter, like 1/4 of a concert. I guess I don't know how to explain it. It's just super chill. The scene is nice. I like the way that it's in the office and stuff. Or the home ones are even cool sometimes too. So definitely check out Tiny Desk performances and let me know what your guys' favorite Tiny Desk performance is. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I also want to say I appreciate hitting 100 subscribers. I appreciate all of you guys tuning in to the podcast and just listening to me react to music, listen to my take on music. Some of you guys comment and like agree with me. Some of you guys solve things, I guess. You like when I ask like a question, you guys really know the answer. So I appreciate you guys for listening, and hopefully you guys stick on this road with me and we continue to just listen to music and vibe out, I guess. So see you guys in the next episode. Peace.